Beachbody champions. I am so excited to be here with you all today. I am so excited. I love Team Cup, and so I get to talk to you today about how to level up with Team Cup, specifically focusing on acquisition and retention. So my name is Megan Wadsworth. I am a proud 2021 Premier Coach. And last Team Cup, my team, the Dream Hustlers, hi Christy, hi Britt, hi Kelly. The Dream Hustlers actually came in first place in the West region for the Diamond and Below category. Hi Megan. So I'm super passionate about Team Cup. And last summer, we took home some incredible rewards, but that's not even the coolest thing. The best part about Team Cup is that we as a team pushed to help so many people get started on a health and fitness journey. We supported them to get results, and we're still supporting them to make a lifestyle change. And that is what I love about Team Cup, is it's a time for us to come together and really push to make an impact in people's lives. So I am going to spend about 20 minutes with you all today, and I'm going to do my best not to look over at the chat because I'm like a squirrel. I promise if you have questions, I will come back and answer your questions. Or if one of my coaches or business partners or friends wants to answer it on my behalf, I know you got my back. So I want to start here. I know that some of you are probably still thinking like, do I want to join Team Cup? Or maybe you're like, I posed it to my team and people aren't really interested. So I want to start by talking about how I'm personally recruiting to my Team Cup. Hi, Janet. And I want to show you how the behaviors are so similar to how I recruit to my groups. So I started recruiting for Team Cup at the beginning of the year. So here comes January. We're coming out of the holidays and I'm like, Team Cup, woo, right? And so I put out a post to my coach team page and I said, all right, who wants to participate in Team Cup? And as maybe you can imagine, I got a bit of silence. There were some crickets and there was not much engagement on that post. So I had a decision to make. I could have said, oh, well, I guess nobody wants to participate in my Team Cup. But I know better. I know better. I know one share is not going to do it for me. So I kept going and I kept doing the activities that I know that work. So I started breadcrumbing information about Team Cup. And what does that mean? What does breadcrumbing mean? It means that I was little by little giving more details to my team about Team Cup. So the next post that I put up was all about points. Like, how do we earn points with Team Cup and why? Like, why join Team Cup? And it was important that I shared with my team that new coaches actually have an advantage, right? They get to come in with Team Cup points and their first promotion milestone is Emerald, right? So it's like being a new coach, you have a huge advantage. And I wanted my team to know that and to feel that because a lot of times newer coaches are hesitant and they're nervous, right? They don't want to let the team down. Let me put this in here. You are not going to let your team down. If you give your all during Team Cup month, you're winning. So there is no disappointing if you put in your all. So I'm breadcrumbing posts into my team page. Did that mean everybody wanted to join Team Cup? Nope, right? I see a little more engagement, but I wasn't where I wanted to be. So my next step, I put up a poll and I said, okay, who wants to join Team Cup? Who's ready to join? And I had a yes and a maybe. And I got some traction on my poll, right? So what did I do? I followed up with the people on the poll and I talked to them individually about joining Team Cup. Did I stop there? If you follow the tracker, you know I did not stop there. What did I do next? I went into my downline and I looked at all of my coaches who are performing. I looked at all of my new coaches who have articulated to me that they want to build a business. And I looked at all of my coaches who have told me that they want to relaunch. And I sent private messages to every single coach, inviting them to join me for Team Cup. I told them that I would personally love to have them. And I attached the website to Team Cup to give them more information. So then I'm really generating interest on my team because the magic is in that personal invite. Now my coaches are thinking, okay, maybe I can do it. Maybe I want to do it. And some of them are nervous, but it allowed me then to start addressing those concerns with them, right? Via private message. Did I stop there? Nope, I didn't. There's another step. The fortune is in the follow-up, and we all know that, right? So I have gone and followed up with those coaches, and I have told them, like, listen, I want you on this Team Cup. It is 100% okay if it's not the thing that you want to do, but I want you to know that I want you to be there. So we now are getting ready to register our third team. We have filled 2 teams and we almost have a third team filled. That is 15 coaches that are getting ready to participate on Team Cup. And can you imagine if I would have stopped at that first post? But I was like, I know what works and I'm going to keep doing it. So I wanted to share that with you because it's the same thing that works when you're looking to attract and bring people into our community and help them get results. So let's first talk about acquisition, which is how do you get people to join you? Well, friends, I want to tell you the Success Club Tracker is gold. I, in 2020, committed to following this consistently for a whole year, and our team ended up 2021 Premier. So I am proof that when the top coaches tell you it works, it works. So I'm going to focus in on a couple of activities today. So number 1 is sharing. We, during Team Cup month, but in general, are always sharing. We are being proof that the products work. So what does that mean? For me, it means 1 post a day goes up onto my wall. And it also means that I am sharing in my stories. I am sharing about my life. I am sharing about the program that I'm doing. I'm sharing the recipes that I'm utilizing. I am sharing my supplements. Hello, Bevy. And every day, just like I did on my team page, is I am breadcrumbing, right? So I'm not telling people everything. One day, maybe I'm sharing a clip of my workout. One day, maybe I'm sharing how I log on to On Demand. One day, I'm sharing my workout space, right? I'm consistently breadcrumbing on my social media for people so that they can get an inside look into how is this woman getting, why is she so happy? And like, why is she getting muscles? And where is this community coming from? I want people to see that through my social media. So I'm sharing. And you're going to see why sharing comes in handy here in just a second. So step number 1 is sharing, right? Always sharing. And just like I told you with my group, 1 share is not going to do it. And I know as new coaches, we get so nervous to share and we hit send and then we don't get the engagement and we're like, ugh, I'm not good at this. No. It just means you only did 1 step of the process. You got to keep going. So we're focused on sharing. The next step is engaging. And if I'm being honest with you, I struggled with this in the beginning and I wish I would have started doing it sooner, but I'm doing it now and we learn. So engaging is so important. And what do I mean by that? I mean being social on social media. It's not realistic to put up a post and expect that everybody is just going to like come in, right? And say, sign me up for whatever you've got. Like, it's not that easy. If it were, everyone in the entire world, well, in the countries we support, would be a Beachbody coach, right? So engaging to me looks like this. On Facebook, I am requesting mutual friends. I am wishing happy birthday. I am commenting and loving on people's posts, the posts that speak to me and my heart and my passions, right? On Instagram, I am searching hashtags and I am searching locations and I'm interacting with other women who speak to me that I'm like, that woman is rad. Like, I would love to have her as a friend. Here's where the sharing comes into play. When I engage with somebody, I think about it like this. I'm knocking on their door. And do you know what they're going to do? They're going to immediately come back and they're going to check me out. They're going to be like, who is this Megan? Like, what is she all about, right? They're going to land on my recent posts. They're going to go check out my stories. And if I'm not sharing, there's nothing for them to like check out, right? They can't stalk me if I'm not sharing. So the sharing is critical, right, for the engagement. So do you see how we're like working ourselves down this process? So here's the next step, right? It's amazing to have posts that go up that have call to actions, and it's amazing to share in your stories. It is quite honestly critical. But just like I was showing you with my team, the magic is in the personal invite. And I make it a habit to send invites out daily. And my best advice for you during Team Cup is if you want to up your Success Club points and you want to up the amount of people joining you, I want you to up the number of invites. It is a direct correlation in my experience. So I send out personal invites. And the reason I recommend that you do it daily is so that you can form a habit and you can get more comfortable. Because I recognize that a lot of times when we start inviting, we feel a little bit insecure about it. It makes us feel a little like, but I promise over time it gets better. And especially as people start getting results in your community, now you're like, I want to invite everyone to join me. Like, I want everyone to feel this way. So then the invite becomes more exciting because you know that it has the potential to affect somebody's life in such a positive way. And the invite plants the seed. It helps someone start thinking, okay, maybe I can do this. Do I want to do this? Is the timing right? Right? Like they start to think like, wow, like maybe I do want to do this. So the seed planting personally is critical in my opinion. So we don't stop there, right? You hear all the time fortune is in the follow-up, and I believe that to be so true. We are competing in a social media environment. Like our attention is not only being drawn everywhere, but we also have kids at home. A lot of us are working from home. We get distracted. So someone may want to join you, but they may just like have gotten distracted and forgot to get back to you. So the follow-up is key. I get more people to join me in the follow-up than I do across all of the other categories. But guess what? I have to do all those other things to get to follow up. So that is why I'm such a believer in the process. And it's not about just doing one thing on this tracker. It's about doing all of the things. And if you do all of the things, it's incredible how they all work together. So that is how we are focused on acquisition. Now, specifically for Team Cup, I know some people are probably like, well, Megan, what do we invite to, right? Like that's a common question that I get. There are 4 things that my coaches are focused on inviting to, not just for Team Cup, but now as well. So number 1 is inviting people to the program you're doing because we are excited. 9-week Control Freak is freaking awesome. It is awesome. So I am constantly inviting people to join me with 9-week Control Freak. That's what they're seeing me do in my stories every single day. The second thing I invite people to is to my BOD group in general. So I run a BOD group called my Virtual Gym. It is open to all of my customers and all of my coaches. So I like to invite people just to join my community. And through conversation, I help them pick the right challenge pack and the right program to start with. So I have the general invite. The third one is a coach invite because guess what? We're wanting to grow our teams. So the coach invite is something where I am hosting a sneak peek every other week. So my coaches and I have something to invite to. So we are inviting to that coaching sneak peek and we are giving people the inside scoop into what we do as coaches. So we're inviting people we're meeting on social media. We're inviting our current BOD group members. We're inviting our friends, right? We're inviting people to learn more. And the fourth thing that we are inviting to is the trial. We have a free 14-day free trial. People get to test out a program or programs and get a sneak peek into our community for free. And then guess what? We get to reach out to them on day 13 and we get to convert them. All of those things lead to challenge packs, which is ding, 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 points, 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 points everywhere, right? Points for signing up a coach with a challenge pack, points for converting that free trial to a challenge pack, points for getting somebody signed up with 9-week Control Freak challenge pack, right? So the most Team Cup points come from Success Club points as we're helping people with a total solution, which is the most incredible solution because it's so cost effective and it gives everybody everything. Okay, let me move to retention because you know, as I know, that our job as a coach starts when they purchase. It doesn't end when they purchase, it starts when they purchase. So it is so important that we have a community to invite these individuals into so that we can support them to make positive changes towards happiness, towards health and happiness. And I will tell you personally, I came to Beachbody as a habitual yo-yoer, and it was the group that completely changed my life, 100%. I had never participated in a group before I was a coach, and I started my first group as a brand new coach, having no clue what I was doing. I just leveraged the resources that Beachbody gave me. And if I'm being super honest with you, I started the first group to trick myself into accountability because my background's in human resources and community relations. And I knew that while I might give up on myself, I will never, ever let somebody else down. Like that's just my MO. I won't do it. So I started leading that first group and it is still alive 4.5 years later. And I am proud to say I have not yo-yoed one time. BOD went with me on my wedding moon, 2 weeks out of the country, 80-day obsession traveled with me. Like no excuses to not show up for that group. So I want to share 3 things with you that really help me help support others to get not just 21-day results, not just 9-week results or 100-day results, but helps me engage people for the long haul. I've had people that have been with me for 4.5 years because they adore our community. So number 1 is I make it my mission to be my best challenger. I show up as my best challenger, meaning I log my workouts with a photo and with text. I talk about how I'm feeling, what I liked, what I struggled with, right? I upload my shake and I give them the recipe. I upload my Energize. I talk about my bevy, right? I upload recipes that I've tried that I love. I talk about Beachbody updates as I'm getting them. Like I pour into that community as my best challenger because I recognize that how I show up sets the tone for the whole entire group. Second, I program 2 posts that go into my group every single day, and I program these ahead of time. One is an engagement post that is designed just to motivate and engage my crew no matter what program they're doing. The second one is right now 9-week Control Freak specific. So I program a post and I lead people through the program that I'm doing, and it's a subset of my community. Why do I do that? FOMO. Fear of missing out. Not everybody hops on the bandwagon with the new program, but bet your buns when they see us doing the new program and they see our excitement and they see our results, they're like, I want to do it too. It's just like why I share my products, because what I'm doing, people want to do too, right? I'm the leader. I'm the example. The third thing that I do that has really contributed to engagement is I set aside time every single day to go into my group and just engage with my people. I like their posts. I comment on their posts. I offer advice. I give them kudos, I celebrate, I help them past roadblocks because I am so passionate about them feeling seen and heard and valued because that's what keeps them there. And I want to share one really quick story with you and then I'm done. I had a girl, a customer the other day who did a workout and she did not necessarily give it her all. Like she was beating herself up about her effort, but she finished it. And when I went into my group to engage, I saw this post and she just looked so sad. And it was heartbreaking. And I looked at the comments and it brings tears to my eyes. I am not kidding. There was like 6 to 8 comments before I, as the coach, could even get to her that lifted her up and encouraged her and made her feel amazing. And that, my friends, is how you keep your people. You keep your people by making sure they feel seen and heard and supported. And it's nothing fancy. It's just about being real and showing up and being authentic and being available. So I promised I would try to keep this within 20 minutes. So that is what I have for you on acquisition and retention. I want you to know that Team Cup is such an amazing experience if you just pour your heart into it. I want you to know that the foundation is right here for you on this business activity tracker and that there is no failing with Team Cup. The only way that you won't be successful is that if you don't give it your all. If you give it your all, you're a winner in my book and you're a winner in Beachbody's book. So go get registered for Team Cup and I look forward to seeing you on those leaderboards.